Scooby-Dooism with the one and only Jaronism. Bear with me. Now, if you thought Scooby-Doo was confused, wait till you watch this. Jaron doesn't have a Scooby-Doo. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Look.
Thing is, everybody understands my claim. I've said it for 3 weeks at nauseum. Okay?
Right, we all understand you're fallacious.
Great. Yeah, sure, it's fallacious. Sure.
Corrupt.
No, it's anybody with any intelligence realizes that the sun cannot be going around somebody in Antarctica and the Earth be flat. You mentioned that the ground always being flat, and I agree. I've measured it flat. I've done laser tests. I've done mirror flash observations. No, it's anybody with any...
So he's measured the ground as flat, okay? He's just said that there, okay?
Any intelligence realizes that the sun cannot be going around somebody in Antarctica and the Earth be flat. You mentioned that the ground always being flat, and I agree. I've measured...
So, should you see this sun in Antarctica in December, what happens to the ground that you've measured is flat? What happens to that? Does that slowly start to warp and bend and become a curve because you've seen something in the sky? Wow. I mean, wow.
It flat. I've done laser tests. I've done mirror flash observations. But I also understand that if you lived, let's just say if, and we're just putting an if out there, if we lived on a gigantic ball, which seems insane to me, but let's just say we did. Well, let's say that we had a Home Depot, we placed a Home Depot on that ball, and we know that everywhere in the Home Depot is flat. Just kind of picture a Home Depot, we know it's all level. If we put a level anywhere on that Home Depot floor, it's going to show level. So now let's picture that the entire world is nothing but a Home Depot, right? So it's a ball Earth, but it's a Home Depot. Well, everywhere on that Home Depot will be flat, okay?
Are you listening to this? Jeez.
So there is no place you would not be able to take a spirit level anywhere in the Home Depot, place it down and say, nope, look, now it's showing curve. Yet, I just said that we are on a curved Earth, we're on a ball that's just a gigantic Home Depot. So I think that sometimes we get a little bit...
So, am I right in thinking Scooby-Dooism here is starting to push a bigger globe Earth? Because he's not making any sense. He hasn't done for months. But he seems to be spiralling out of control here. You need Scrappy-Doo to pull you out of this silliness, Jaron, I'll tell you.
Ahead of ourselves and thinking that, yeah, okay, we have proven it flat. It is flat. But that's why, for instance, they don't use curvature math when they're doing bridges or when they're doing railroads. Or because if you're going to build a railroad, picture I tell you, hey, we got to go build a railroad tomorrow. You're just going to bring pieces of track and you're going to lay them and connect them to the other piece, and then you're just going to keep doing that as you go along. At no point would you ever even have any idea that the Earth is curved if it were. So measuring curve isn't quite as easy as we might think. At a distance, how would you even go about doing that?
How could you measure something that doesn't exist? Hello?
I think people have been trying for a long time, and we were really not getting any results. Sometimes they get flat results. Sometimes we get varied results. Sometimes with refraction, they're able to bring it back. But those things...
See, you're citing observations rather than physicality, physical, real-world substance, real demonstrations involving the substance, rather than long-range observations that you bring all sorts of optical variables into play. You've had a faulty stance since day one. You've pushed a concept and your own belief system. And I don't know whether or not you've believed your own hype, or you are just at it. But you've tried to strawman many people with your own belief system. You went wrong when you tried it with me, a demonstrable realist. You tried to cite me as being a map-pushing flat earther when I've got the template to destroy the globe Earth and it can be verified by all. You wanted to tarnish that template and strawman me with your own idiotic belief system. This guy's finished. Jeez.
Never changed my mind because they're not solid evidence, right?
You realize that's an emotional appeal and an appeal to incredulity?
We'll leave it there. It's obvious Jaron's ego now is involved in this, so much so that he's acting on impulse and emotion rather than any kind of logical template. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going. On one side, he's measured the Earth to be flat. But on another side, if he sees something in the sky in December in Antarctica, reality, physical reality, is somehow now wrong. Wow. Wow.